What's good, YouTube? Dark38 here, and the reason I'm making this video is I just went to a regional this past Sunday, and I top 8 at the regionals. I actually top 4 at the regionals. I went undefeated in Swiss, and won my top 8 match. My teammate Joe Soto also top 8 going X&1. His only loss was to me, and he made top 8. He made top 4 as well, and he was running the same deck as me. And my teammate Jacob Jordan also topped, running Gravekeepers. He went X&1, losing to his friends. So yeah, so let's get into the deck. The deck I was running was plants, Tengu plants, whatever you want to call it, tour guide plants, whatever. So monsters, 3 reborn Tengu, these are staple. You know, you just can't really run. We can't run plants without them. 3 tour the underworld. This card offer, like, you can't run plants without them. Like, tour guide for Sangan, tour guide for tour guide to go Leviathan or Levier. It offers like so many plays for the deck. So like double Thunder King Ryo. This card was amazing for me. It was like it gives me another turn 1 play that's solid besides, like, you know, freaking tour guide Tengu. And it like locks down your opponent in mirror match against agents. It hurts GKs. It's another light for BLS. Like, it's 1900, just good overall. The stop hand traps, 2 effect veiler, and 2 maxis. Like, these cards help control your opponent. This is like, they just help, like, these cards just combine, just help control your opponent. Like, it's not like doubling up on both, so I make sure I always have, like, at least try to have 1 of each. So once this doubles a tuner, you can bring this is also back with the Breed Dragon, go into like an Orient or Iron Chain, whatever you run. So Gores, staple. Blackluster Soldier, yeah. A Plan Engine. Let's get that in there. On Fire Spore, then you can go Bulb. That's pretty standard. Sangan, standard, yeah. And the Breed Dragon, yeah. Deck is 20. The monsters are 20 monsters. So let's get into the spells. Double MST. Don't like 3 because I feel like you don't need 3 in this deck. It's like at game 1 at least. Like, I feel like 3 is too much. Double enemy control. This card was amazing. I know you've heard that before, but this card really is amazing. Like you make like ridiculous synchro, like exceed plays, especially if you have Tengu. Your opponent has a Thunder King or their Tengu. Chief like a Roach Utopia, they affect while your tour guide, you chain Econ, steal their monster, get your Sangan, they affect while you're the Breed Dragon. Like, you can just take their Bride next Scrap Dragon, use effect, like, so many versatile plays you can do with this card. The 1 Pot of Avarice. Scapegoat, this card actually was pretty good for me. Like this with enemy controller, enemy control becomes brain control. Like, it offers cool plays to do with On Fire, Spore, Good Old Bulb. Like the Breed Dragon, even you have to breed in Scapegoat, you got 12-8. So the place offers a wall sometimes. It's chance, like, so. Dark Hole, staple. Moon. It actually wasn't that great. Like, I understand what people are saying. Like, when people keep saying Moon's not that great, like, it actually didn't do that much for me. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, I sided out quite a bit, but mind control, staple, this card was amazing. Like, there's not one time I drew mind control, it's like, dang it, it's a mind control. Like, 1 for 1, staple. Heavy Storm, staple. And, let me see, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, and 1 Pot of Duality. This is the 1 because it helps increase consistency, because some hands I can get are bad. It helps after side decking because sometimes after side decking I don't special summon a lot because I side in like Breakers, Kaiku, and stuff like that. So without the Thunder Kings in their mains, like, this helps. It's an easy side out card, but it just once again helps like something get stuff going. So put Dick Francis. You know, if you don't like it, you can cut it with something else. Here, let's start with the traps. 2 Star Morning, I don't know what, like, some people are talking about they don't like this card that much, this format. I don't know, like, I still like stopping cards, like, Solemn Judgment might be too much, but I like warning still. And the Solemn Judgment, I'm starting not to like this card that much. Like, I feel like it's agents, like, I slide this card every time out against agents, because there's not one thing I want to solve unless they're down on cards. Every time they have like 4 cards in their hand, they summon Hyperion. So, like, every time I put this card up against agents, nothing really good happens. Because, like, I go solos, drop a BLS, drop a Christia, drop another Hyperion, drop something else, honest me for game. Like, card 100. Trap does shoot stable, and this, in my opinion, is that. And Tarantula Mirror Force. Some people think they don't like Mirror Force. I liked it this weekend. It's pretty good for me. Like, saved me a few games. It could have been deep prison sometimes, but like, I might switch. I might try it out next weekend. Might be deep prison, but for now, it's Mirror Force. The deck is 41 cards. Let's go. Main deck's 41 cards. Let's go into the side deck. Side deck, double DD Crow. I honestly didn't side these in that much, but in the future, with Dark Rose becoming like really viable, I see this card, you know, becoming a really good side deck choice. But yeah, this is outside 2 DD Crows. It's pretty good. Outside against Piper, you know, so, like, 2 Cybers. This, I always like Cyberjack because like it helps like when your opponent sides in like Maxis, like when they side in like DD Crows, that Veilers, Maxis, this helps like make some of those cards dead because you go drop Cyber 21 beat stick. Never really a bad top deck to, you know, so just siding as GBs, stun, just like that. 2 Breakers. This card was amazing for me. I know with the you know, 3 MSTs Heavy Storm, some people are shied away from this, but this card was amazing. Like, it's a, like, MST with a body. Like, I broke D prisons, I broke like even beta out warnings. Like, this card was just good for me. Kaiku, it was pretty good just because against plants, Piper, everything else. 2 Leech in the Light. I don't know why people run agents because of this card. Like, and my teammate Jacob Jordan just arrived. He top 8 this regional with Great Keepers. So.
Watch some cookies.
Huh? Yes. Alright. Leech in the Light. Once again, I don't know why people run agents. Like, it gets to the point where Scapegoat becomes like a threat. Dandelion tokens, any small monster. It works against Lights 1 too, but like, this card just kills agents. Traps, more spell sheet. MST and Smashing, the extra MST just for more back row hate. Smashing Ground just for like Doom Cows, Spirit Reapers, you know, Thunder Kings, crap like that. Christia, Hyperions. 2 bottomless shop holes. I started these in almost every game just because people like starting in like all the big beat sticks. And like, he just gets rid of so many things. Gets rid of BLS if they don't like already. Gets rid of like most synchros except Stardust. Against Grave Keepers, TGs, yeah. And double Mind Crush. It works against a lot of decks. So just break up combo plays. You can read your opponent what they have. Like, it's good. You can just like hold this until they MST it, you chain it. It works well with Trap Does Shoot, obviously. But yeah, that's the deck I ran at regionals. I'll probably be running this at Rockville on the 16th. I don't know. But yeah, alright, YouTube, peace out.